is up, guys? We're back. So yeah, we're gonna jump into this video and break down the Clayface trailer. So a new Clayface trailer just dropped today, to be honest, which I was a bit surprised, to be honest, because obviously Comic-Con's this weekend, so I would have thought maybe they would have waited till San Diego Comic-Con to drop this. But they've decided to drop it early because I know Lanterns is going to have a presence there at Comic Con for DC, but I don't know if Clayface is actually going to be there. I imagine it is, but I'm not too sure. That's why I was a bit surprised that they've dropped this trailer today. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I'm glad we got a new trailer for it either way. Not complaining, but I'm kind of glad we got it. But I watched the trailer, it does look really good, everything I'm seeing. But yeah, I just want to quickly do a breakdown of my thoughts and that. But yeah, we obviously start off here with obviously our Clayface. So Tom Rhys-Harris is playing Clayface in the DCU, and he's playing the Matt Hagen version of Clayface, and they're mixing a bit of Matt Hagen and Basil Karlo together, because obviously Basil Karlo, I think, is like the famous actor in the comics, so I think they're mixing the two into one basically. But yeah, this version is Matt Hagen, which is pretty cool. But yeah, this got confirmed by Peter Safran recently and James Gunn, that this is the same version of Clayface, which we talked about before on the channel, that appeared in Creature Commandos, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to see how this version of Matt Hagen becomes obviously the clay monster we see in the Creature Commandos first season. So, and if maybe he'll interact with the DCU Batman one day. But yeah, we obviously start with a trailer with Matt Hagen. He's wearing this mask on his face because he's obviously been disfigured, basically. He's sitting in this room basically with another character played by Naomi Aki. She's a great actor, to be honest, great actress. Seen her in lots of stuff, to be honest. But yeah, I know some people have said like she might be the love interest for him in this film, perhaps. But it does look like later on in the trailer she is the reason that he becomes Clayface. So yeah. But yeah, we see Matt Hagen eventually take the mask off to show her his disfigured face. But yeah, we get our classic DC Studios logo, and we get to see a bit more of Gotham, which is pretty cool. We see Matt in his apartment, I'm guessing. Another shot of Matt going down the streets of Gotham with his mask on, it looks like. And then we get like a sort of magazine cover here of Matt Hagen, as it says Rising Star, because he's obviously a famous actor and that lives in Gotham. But he's just looking at this magazine. We see this like him at like a film or world premiere or something, I presume, which is pretty cool. And then we do see this mysterious woman as well approach him, which is interesting to see. So I'm not too sure who she is. Maybe like a love interest or something. But there's been reports that Naomi Aki might be that role in this film, but I'm not too sure is the honest truth. But yeah, they're talking. But yeah, we see him getting... I think this might be a corrupt GCPD officer, from what I've seen from set photos. because I think there's going to be some GCPD detectives from what's been described from details of the film that are probably working for the mob that might be involved with why Matt Hagen got disfigured. But yeah, we see the mob here like grabbing Matt Hagen in his apartment, and yeah, they disfigure his face, man. That is crazy. But yeah, this shot here, we get a shot of some clay, sort of like chemicals basically. It does look quite interesting. First time we really see this, to be honest. But yeah, I'm excited to see where this is gonna lead, this origin. But yeah, as we could see, Naomi Aki here in the lab is experimenting on him with this like clay material, basically. And he's just like, oh, just do it. I want to look normal, basically. And you can see his face here, like, really disfigured, man. Man. The prosthetics in this film, I think, are going to be really cool, to be honest. If it's on point with what they did with Penguin in the Batman and the Penguin show, I think it's going to be on point, to be honest. But yeah, we see her inject this into him, which is going to be crazy, into his face as well. It's like, But yeah, we get different shots of this stuff being injected into him. And then this shot here, this one creeped me out. You actually see like the clay or whatever like moving his face around. He's having like a seizure or something for a moment, which is crazy. But yeah, does look really cool. And then all of a sudden he feels fine, but his face is back to normal. But yeah, that looks really crazy. Looks like he's been spitting blood as well. But yeah, this scene, he's on like a aeroplane, and his eyes are playing up. And I think his eyes get stuck together, his eyelids or whatever, because he's trying to move to open them, it seems. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that, but like they're sort of stuck together. It's like, it's creepy, man. I can't lie. And then he has to go to the bathroom on the plane. Yeah, man, that shot, that looks crazy as hell, man. It does look a bit fucked up. Oh man, that looks. And then he gets a pair of scissors out, like nail scissors or something, and I think he's gonna cut them open. Yeah. Oh man, I think that's gonna be a bit grim to watch when it comes out. Just thinking about it. But yeah, obviously, the film's coming out in October. We already know this. Perfect time for Halloween. I mean, that shot of him, his face, man, where it's like falling down or it's like sloping down. It's like, oh my god. Now that is creepy as hell. That is creepy, man. And he's like trying to move it back. Yeah, we get another shot of his like mouth all stuck together here as well. Man, some of these shots, these shots look fucked up as hell. Now, interestingly, we get to see Gotham Police Department squad cars as well, so GCPD police cars, which is pretty cool. The film is taking place in Gotham, because I know there was rumors ages ago that maybe it would take place in like Los Angeles because he's an actor, but I do think the film, most of it is going to take place in Gotham. Yeah, I do think most of it is going to be set in Gotham, to be honest. Oh, but this shot here, oh my god, him in the bathtub, where he's not like the full like clay monster, but it's like slowly, like he still looks human, like up the waist, above the waist and that, but his legs look like they were turned into like the clay monster legs a little bit, like, and his face is like completely gone. As you can see there, it's just, and then he morphs his face back on, which is crazy. And then you get the tagline, because obviously with the DCU movies we've had so far, I think with for Superman we had like Look Up, and then I think with Supergirl that came out recently, I think it was Look Out or something. But I think with the tagline on this one, it's Look Fear. Let me just go back quick. There was a shot there. But yeah, so you see the clay here, like on the ground, surrounding these pair of shoes as well. So this might be Matt Hagen's or some random person the clay surrounding. I'm not too sure. But yeah, we see this random dude here, and then we see like a shadow appearing behind him, behind these curtains, these construction curtains it looks like. And does look like he might be like the clay monster in that shadow behind those curtains. I like how they're not fully committed to showing the actual clay monster metahuman like version of him. I feel like they're gonna keep that as a surprise, to like save it for like towards the end of the film, where we see his true form, like what we saw in Creature Commandos maybe. Because like in the last trailer we did get another shot with like a shadowy shot where we saw him make a giant like I think it was a hammer or mallet or something with his hand or something, which was crazy. Yeah, I think it's Fear or something. But yeah, you see his hand here is turning into like a proper clay, like giant monster Clayface monster hand here, which is crazy. Look fear in the face, that's the tagline. But yeah, we see Naomi Aki here, she's scared or something, and we do see what looks like to be Clayface like rising up, and he looks well big, massive, and I think this is going to be the point in the movie where he's probably going to be the big giant clay monster that we know that he is in the comics and that, basically. But yeah, then obviously we end with the title of DC Studios Clayface. But yeah, I mean, this trailer was pretty solid. I really liked the music choice as well for it. It was really creepy, the music and that in this trailer. Yeah, I'm actually really excited for this film. I know it's a bit of a strange lineup we've had with the DCU so far, because we haven't really done like the big like Trinity characters, like besides Superman, like where's our Batman and Wonder Woman. But I think a horror film about Clayface was a really good idea though, like a body horror film. I think that was just such a perfect idea to do. But yeah, I am excited for this either way. I'm going to go watch it no matter what, because I'm a sucker for horror films. So I absolutely love horror films. But either way, I'm going to go watch it. But I know what people are obviously asking, like, are we going to see our version of like the DCU Batman in this? I don't think we're going to see, obviously, an actor playing Batman in this film. I think we're just going to get a similar situation again, what we got in Creature Commandos when we saw Batman in that show. it's going to be his silhouette or shadow or something we're going to see. Because we don't know, because I imagine this is obviously before Creature Commandos, this film. I imagine it is. If it's the same version, it's got to be, hasn't it? So, I mean, timeline wise, it would make sense. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see if we get to see the DCU Batman in this. And it'd be cool to see like a villain's perspective of coming up against Batman as well, if he is in it. But I don't know if he'll be in the film, is the honest truth. I do think it'll be the same sort of situation again, what we had in Creature Commandos, to be honest. But yeah, that is pretty much my breakdown, guys, my thoughts on that, on this new trailer that just dropped out of nowhere. But yeah, I want to know what you guys think, to be honest. Are you excited for this film? Let me know down below in the comments. Leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for this week, because I'll probably going to be uploading a lot as it's Comic-Con week. So obviously stay tuned for that. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.